Hey there, going to do a live here about what's happening because I just got out of the gym and I'm feeling really alive, really awake in my cells, really feeling the possibilities. And I haven't done a live on YouTube in a while, so I'm going to play with this algorithm. That's what I realized this whole social media game is. It's an opportunity to play. And I have a message that I want to share. And it was my epiphany from the gym, because I get a lot of epiphanies, a lot of downloads, a lot of revelations at the gym. I sometimes joke that the gym is my church. As an embodiment facility, I go inward. And the first part of the message is a reminder that there's two ways to be. Either you're going to be someone who makes things happen, or you're going to be someone who things happen to. And every day you get the gift of the freedom to make that decision. Am I somebody who things happen to? Or am I somebody who's going to make things happen? Obviously, there's a right answer here. But the other message is for men. I mean, maybe it's for women too. You can tune in, but it comes from my practice at the gym, because I'm at the gym, and for some reason in these group workouts, I'm surrounded by women. Sometimes it's like 10 women and maybe 2 men, me and one other guy. And so it becomes this meditation, on bodies and my body and focus, because it's like a distraction. And in my book, I write about this alignment, this masculine alignment, backbone, heart, and balls. This truth sword, this vertical axis of your authority, of your power, of your voice, that runs from your balls, up your backbone, through your heart, and right through your crown, right to the stars, right to the sun. And my realization today was the importance of that inward gaze. In yoga, we call it a drishti. And the drishti is your focal point, the place where you put your gaze when you're in a pose. Like maybe you're in warrior pose. Where are you supposed to put your gaze? Maybe you're on the mat. Where do you put your gaze? And it's always, it depends on the quality of your teacher, if they're going to include cues for you to remind you where to place your gaze. But I mean, for me, going to train at the gym and get into my body and really listen to what's alive, because the body's got so many messages for me. It's where a lot of my answers come from when I'm in there and I'm sweating. But what came up for me was this concept from film school. It's called the male gaze. And the male gaze is, in film studies, it's this idea that all film and movies are designed, or at least they have been in prior eras, all films are designed for the male gaze. Not only film, but any media. It's like, and it's true, the things that sell are what get put in the frame, because it's designed to capture the male gaze. And your gaze is your attention, and your attention is your power. Your attention is your most powerful asset. So when you realize that the whole game is set up to steal your gaze and sell you shit you don't need, like how, everything from beer to sports cars to houses is sold with sex, like women in bikinis, in the magazines. And that's how that's how the male gaze is captured inside this And so the people who are thriving in the attention economy are those who can harvest the attention of the masses and feed them dumb shit to look at, and then sell them shit they don't need and sell them passivity. So when you get in touch with the male gaze, backbone, heart, and balls, you go inward and you find your power. And it's funny because I first heard of this term, the male gaze, when I was in cinema studies, and usually it comes from feminist writing, because the feminists were pointing out that there was always, sex, women's bodies that were featured to capture the male gaze. And that's all fine and good, but what I realized lately is that there's an opposite truth. And the opposite truth is that just as the male gaze is a valuable commodity, there's a equal and opposite desire in the female body to be seen. Like, women are beautiful, and women's beauty is a huge part of their power, the beauty of their bodies and their power and their gift. And so the more I focus inward with my gaze and I reclaim my gaze, backbone, heart, and balls, and I get that alignment where I don't get distracted, then the more women around me like try and get seen. I don't know if you've, as a man, if you're a man listening, if you've had that experience, when you're, say, sitting at a cafe and the waitress comes by and she leans over and she's got all her cleavage hanging out, and how do you not look? You're just like, and you don't want to look, but there she is leaning right over, giving you the looks. So all this is just a meditation on attention and on the gaze, and the importance for men, at least in my coaching program. It's about empowerment. It's about coming in touch with the power of your purpose and the purpose that God coded into your soul, into your DNA, into your bones, backbone, heart, and balls. And in order to reclaim that power, you need to cultivate your gaze. You got to cultivate your focus. You got to cultivate your power that way. And I'm getting all these funny messages from people who are tuning in. Yep. Zucchinis, avocados, and peaches. I love the code of social media and how we can talk about cocks and pussies through the metaphors of fruit. But really, for men, your cock is medicine. And for women, your pussy is your portal. And these are powers. These are ancient and sacred powers to take responsibility for and learn how to wield them and use them to create life and to support life and to protect life, defend life, celebrate life, all that. So I've been live for about 8 minutes, 46 seconds. Thanks for tuning in. Whoever you are, sending all those messages, playing with the algorithm. Go out there and make it a great day. Bye for now.